Yes, WWF should definitely be talking about economics, because the economic activities are actually what are not taking into account the value of nature. And so as WWF, we bring the expertise to understand how we can do this better. And that's the link with economics. And some of it, of course, is about adverse externalities. So the economic activities are not necessarily taking into account the negative externalities in terms of pollution and so on that are not really priced correctly. And people, these are paid by society, but businesses are actually inflicting that on society, and that's not really being priced correctly. When we talk about green economy, it's transforming economy so that economic activity, that system, maintains and manages and protects our natural habitat and our natural environment that is necessary for us to have actually a healthy economy. So in effect, the economy fits in with the natural environment. And that's what we mean green economy is sustainable economy, actually. They're beginning to understand that, and obviously we understand social capital, we understand the capital markets and so on, but we haven't really understood is how very much dependent we are on the natural capital to actually sustain and maintain economic activity. And now there are more and more companies who are understanding the impact that it has if they don't manage their supply chain correctly, the input, in fact. And we have actually understood nature as being something inexhaustible that we just tap into and we take and we use. That's not the way it is. Now we are understanding that actually what it is we are part of this ecosystem, living planet, that we have to be able to live in harmony with it to be able to sustain. So if you are a business, you are depending in food commodities, you have to make sure that we are able to do it in a way that is not going to destroy the soil so we can't produce anymore, and so on. So there's more and more understanding, not only on the business side, but also on those companies which are financing these businesses. So the financial services are also coming to recognize the importance of it. For instance, in the pharmaceutical industry, they are very much dependent on the biodiversity, on the things that they get from nature. So if they don't manage it, if they don't protect it, and they don't maintain it, obviously we're going to have problems in even getting medication in the future. So there's a lot of recognition that how do we understand, how do we better manage it. I will take away that business as usual doesn't work, and I really need to review my strategy and saying, okay, well, if I want to survive, I want to continue doing business in the coming decades, what do I need to be doing differently? And who should I be talking to? And one of the things that we are saying at WWF is we understand nature and we understand how to manage it better. And here's what we can offer business: work with us so that we can help, we can work together to actually move forward and providing goods and services for the increasing population, also increasing demand, but doing it in the right way, in a responsible way. There is a kind of a false dichotomy between economics and an environment, and say, well, actually, we need to grow, so we don't talk about environment. It's a cost. It's not a cost, actually. We depend on it. What's becoming is going to be a cost if we don't manage it properly. But the problem is at the moment you don't see that, because the economic models that we use do not take that into account. And so the moment things become really clear for us, it might be too late.